Good morning, everybody. We have here, left to right, Chris Isaak, Roger Daltrey, Ray Manzarek, and Dick Dale.
Whoa, whoa.
Did you like our music? Now, we've put you all on vinyl chairs because we want to know once and for all if you guys sound better on vinyl.
Can I ask Dick Dale a question?
Sure, feel free.
I got a question I want to ask you, a serious question. Did you ever play with Lawrence Welk?
No, that's another Dick Dale. He's an older Dick Dale.
But he played...
There's no older Dick Dale.
There is no older Dick Dale.
But I got a picture, and it's got a left-handed... It's not you.
No, he was another person who played and sang with Lawrence Welk, yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people used to confuse us at that one point, yeah.
I could imagine you'd be confused with a number of people, Dick, just looking at you. You're just so common.
Not once you met him, you didn't confuse him, right?
No, absolutely not.
Now,
guys, I've got some general rock and roll questions I want to throw at you, sort of trawling through your life experiences. Starting with you, Dick, what's the most ridiculous thing you've ever worn in public?
Most that I've ever worn in public?
Yep.
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, I'm only teeth. No, it's true. I live my life like that where we live. The only time I put clothes on is when the horses move their ears and I know someone's coming up the road, so...
Way to go.
That sounds like it should be on the bottom of a desk calendar somewhere. That's great.
Yeah.
What about you, Ray?
Well, one of the most ridiculous things I've seen, and forgive me, Andrew, is certainly your outfit today.
I thought that was great. What are you talking about?
But
Ray, Ray, this is raw sex here, but whatever.
It is. You know it is. It is. Ladies, is this man sexy or what?
No, don't ask, please.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What's the most ridiculous thing I
you ever wore? Yeah, in public.
I can't even think. The question is absurd. You know, it's like, what did you wear in public? You know, it's like, it's a non sequitur, isn't it?
No,
Roger, on to Roger.
What?
Don't fake deafness.
I was just wondering what he was doing with the horses. I'm miles away.
The most absurd
What's
thing
the question?
Look, I'll move on to another question. I think Ray's effectively
like
squelched this one.
mastermind, isn't it?
Okay, Ray, here's one I know you can answer, because I know on Strange Days you actually played an entire song backwards for reasons which escape me.
Yes.
What is the most bizarre musical effect you ever attempted?
Probably playing a piano piece, an entire piano piece backwards, writing the music out, reading it from top to bottom, left to right, and instead flipping the tape over, starting at the bottom, and continuing along, 1, 2, 3, 4, measure by measure by measure by measure, getting up to the top until, oh my God, the end of the song, I've got 2 more measures to go, it should begin, and it happened.
Wouldn't it have been easier just to write it the other way around?
Whoa.
Suddenly the 60s make sense.
Psychedelic, right here. Okay, you've got it. Now you understand it.
No. Chris, what about you? The weirdest musical effect you've attempted?
Well, we got booked one time, the band got booked early on in a bar that was a Filipino bar, and but we lied and said that we were a Filipino band. And I tried to learn phonetically 1 or 2 songs in Tagalog. And I'm serious.
Yeah.
And we did those like 1 or 2 songs, and then after that, then I just kind of was making stuff up. But you know something? They didn't seem to notice. So I don't know.
And do you know something else? The song you made up started a tribal war in the Philippines, which is raging to this day. What about you, Rog? That's a pretty good one, Chris. The weirdest... See, I'm calling you Rog. We're very close now.
What's this question?
The troublemaker in class.
Yes, that's right. Daltrey, stand up. No, what is the weirdest musical effect you ever attempted on stage or in the studio?
On stage or in the studio, the weirdest musical effect.
Don't tell him, Roger.
Our whole career was a weird musical effect. Do me a favour.
Do you want some thinking music? Well, look, I'll give you some. Thank you. I'll give you some thinking time there, Dick.
What?
You know what you're saying before about the LSD thing, Chris? I'm on your side now. I really am. All right. Okay. Here's a simple one. What is the greatest rock and roll act ever to have walked the face of the earth? Dick? Boy, this was a bad idea.
This is like a lineup out of a police station. I like it. It's great.
No, you know...
We didn't do nothing. When are you going to let us go?
That was great. can't top that. I can't top that.
No.
I can never top that.
It wasn't even the question, but who cares? Okay, no, I'll try another one. I'll try another question.
You can't put me on the spot.
Manzarek!
Yes, yes, sir.
What's the musical genre or group you most loathe?
Loathe, most loathe.
Come on, be honest here.
Most loathe.
Come on.
God, you know,
You think of all these people you might
heavy
offend.
metal.
Heavy metal?
Yeah, and it's probably because of
What I'm wearing, thanks very much. Don't obsess, please. Roger, that was a simple question. How do you think you'll do with that one?
Well, he's answered it.
You hate heavy metal?
Ask me one. Ask me a different one.
Ask you a different one?
Yeah.
The weirdest groupie.
The weirdest group.
The most memorable groupie you ever had.
Oh, well.
Oh, now we're going to do it.
We could be here all night.
Oh, finally we hit play.
We got time.
Yeah,
The
right.
plaster casters.
Sorry?
Right.
The plaster casters of Chicago.
I never heard
That wasn't a Fender plaster
No, they
caster, was it?
They
No.
were amazing.
Explain it for the kids
Well, they
at
used to
home.
make plaster casts of the important part of rock stars, you know,
What, the ego?
off stage.
No, the-
All right.
In the important...
And they'd come to your room with their little bag of plaster and moulds and things.
Yes.
You know,
I remember
and
that.
do the business.
And one girl was the plater.
That's
you,
right.
you each met the plaster casters?
Oh, we
Well,
helped them out a few times.
Many
Yeah.
people did.
Do you know that? And they had a
plater-
whole line of penises.
Yes.
Plaster casters. Yes.
Yeah.
In various stages of erection.
Yeah.
Do you ever keep track of where
And
yours?
apparently some...
That's a whole new meaning to hard rock, doesn't it?
Apparently that somebody stole them.
Somebody stole them?
One of the girls' managers, one of the girls actually got a manager, and he stole the penises.
Yes.
And he was going to put them in Sotheby's.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, good idea.
But
That's the
she's
one
now
that-
suing him.
If you ever kept track of where his went.
Yeah, did you keep track of where yours went? You could have asked him that.
No, I
didn't
don't. I don't. God forbid. I hate to think where mine.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Was that the Hall of Fame or Hall of Fame? I think it's that accent. Look, guys, it seems to me you have here the makings of an extraordinary supergroup.
Yes, we do.
Capable maybe of singing, but not maybe of answering a question. So we have some instruments here, a variety of top-quality instruments made by skilled artisans here at Channel 7. So what about after the break we just have a bit of a jam, huh?
That would be a lot of fun.
And you know, I'm convinced. After the break, that's it. The supergroup Chris Isaak, Roger Daltrey, Ray Manzarek and Dick Dale. Who knows what's going to happen?